Good morning, Arnetta. How are you? Good morning, Virginia. How are you doing? Sorry, I'm filling up lighters. Because I'm missing two. I don't know where they are. Good morning. It's Monday. I don't have a lot on the plate today. I plan on I want to clean up one area. Oh no. The pollen is real because the cherry blossoms are out right now. And they're going to freeze probably sometime this week too because this week is not going to be warm. Like I think today's high in Columbia is 48 or 49. That's going to be the high. When yesterday was like 72-ish. And there's all these cherry blossoms and these beautiful flowers out, but I am so congested because of the pollen too. It's super fun. So, I yesterday was browsing through Facebook, looking at different patterns. Oh my God, there is a pattern from Can Do that's a messenger bag that I want to make, that I have to make sometime soon, within a week, because I have all these different ideas for it. I love when a new pattern comes out and I'm just like, oh, I want to do something magical with it. So yeah, yesterday I finished my first mock-up for the narcissist. There's some stuff that I still want to do to it. I'm gonna play around with maybe some parts today. At noon I talk to my Patreon fam, and we're going to talk about what modifications we're going to do for the narcissist bag from Hollow Designs. I think it's Designs, or is it Creations? Oops, hold on. Look. Hollow Bags Creations. So this bag we're trying to make look like I think it's Michael Kors. I found out a lot of stuff about this bag yesterday. It was really fun, actually, having this the bag that I go back and do my first sew since the convention. Let me show you guys. So, yeah, it is a Michael Kors bag. So this is the bag that we want to recreate, right? So it's gonna be hard to recreate this look if you don't have this hardware. And the more I study this bag is kind of put together like an envelope. And the pattern pieces for the narcissist don't actually have that. Now you can do some fake pieces, like false pieces, to make it look like it, but it can make certain areas of the bag thicker, and then if you're not really good with edge painting, that could be a hassle. So I was trying to figure out some really cool modifications to make the bag look more like that, and I think I got it kind of down, not 100% down, but kind of. This pattern is really fun to go through. I wrote a ton of notes. I think they have a video, and it says check out a video here. If you guys don't know already, whenever I get a pattern, I don't look at the video. Although I am a visual learner, I'm also a person that if I see somebody else's style, I don't want to start emulating it. I'm a person that if you have an accent there, if you're around me long enough, I'm going to want to start emulating your accent. I want to copy it because I'm intrigued and I'm entranced by it. So it's the same thing with videos. I usually don't watch other bag makers' videos because I don't want to copy their tips and tricks and vice versa. So I also like to kind of test myself, and I know this sounds weird, but I like the struggle of learning a pattern. I have dyslexia and I have ADHD. I am a visual learner. I had a lot of trouble in primary school and elementary school because I didn't understand that I had these things. Um, Once I start learning and learning how to overcome and that it was going to be an uphill battle, but I had to be a part of it, I always like to test myself. So when I get a pattern, I read it from beginning to end, and then when I don't understand stuff, I'll write things down inside the pattern. That's why paper patterns are so important to me. But now they have a lot of tablets that have like the pencils where you can write on your own PDF and whatnot. And good morning. Uh, and you can write your own notes. I think writing notes is super important because it can help you. Another thing I want to talk about is a mock-up. I get this question asked a lot. The people in my Patreon group understand. They see a mock-up. A mock-up for me is I'll get vinyl from like Walmart or cheap vinyl that I can get at Hobby Lobby that's on clearance, and I'll use muslin for the inside, and I will make a mock-up of all the modifications I want to do on a bag and then present it to them so they have something to see in person to see if they want to do that modification or not. I feel like it's important to do mock-ups, especially if you're trying to sell a bag or whatever, because a there might be something complicated in the bag that you may not understand. Um, and you don't want to waste your really nice fabric and say, oh my god, it's ruined. I do that even with when I'm testing. I usually use really crummy, well, crummy to me, like I'll use $5 vinyl that I got, or $8 vinyl, and then muslin that I got from Joann's or Mood fabric, and that's what I use. And then I'll use even kind of crummy interfacing, like I'll use naked foam. So or I'll do like cheap, like I have this I have this interfacing that I call cheap stuff that I got from Walmart because I have no idea what it is. There's nothing on the roll. It has lasted entirely too long. I've had this one roll for 6 years, and it's usually what I use for when I am making a mock-up, just so it is. So I will show you my mock-up of the hollow bag creations, the narcissist. So to make it look like the Michael Kors bag, I change things around. Do I watch SNL? Sometimes. So to give it the narcissist look, I created like a weaving through the fabric so that way it can have straps. I changed the shape of this. I wanted it more like squared off than rectangle. There's no zipper pocket on the inside because I wanted to show some of my screws. And then we have our normal zipper pocket. Instead of having on the narcissist, there is a large strap that goes here. Instead of having that, similar to the Michael Kors one, we have this in the inside. I'm going to be changing this around for us in because was my first draft. This first time making the narcissist, first draft. So we're gonna have a slip pocket that also has a zipper slip pocket. So I like my first draft. My first draft came out really, really nice. There are things I want to change though immediately. I don't want to have I don't want this in the I don't want this in the seam allowance. I want it to be on the back. So I think I'm about to add an inch or inch and a half so that way I can have it on the back and it'll be easier to turn. I didn't do any binding on this because sometimes the people in Patreon and sometimes even on YouTube, you guys get tired of when I just do binding. So I changed this into a birth method so we didn't have to have complicated binding. See how it's muslin all inside? This is what I'm talking about. I do mock-ups for like everything. This is like what, $8 or $10 vinyl from Fabric Wholesale Direct, and it's the royal blue. And this is what I do. And then I can harvest everything of this if I want to, or I can keep it. I have like an area where it has all like my really good mock-ups that I like. And I put all the notes, like, so when I'm done with this, I'll put all the notes aside this one and it goes on the shelf. So if I want to recreate this, I can just go inside the purse, get the paper and the pattern pieces that I modified and have it go. But I really wanted it to have the structure. And what I noticed is that if we did it birth, it had cleaner lines than if it was binded, if it was bound. I think bound does better round, and birthing does better with straight on lines. Oh, I know you love binding, but some people don't. So some people don't like it, and I try to like kind of mix it up so that everybody has a little something. It's not just like one way. I love binding too. I love drop-in linings. I love birthing. I love pretty much anyway. I don't have a problem with either way, but I know some people prefer not to. This the way I birth this, it'll be easy, and you're gonna be like, oh, okay. No, there's no discount. I didn't get a discount code. I'm sorry. Not always. I don't always get it. When I do, I promise you, I'll let you know. But unfortunately, I don't always get them. And you have to think of it this way: that these people are putting their heart and soul into their art. So it's just the price that it normally costs. I think it's under $10 if I'm mistaken. So we're gonna be doing some really cool features. Um, as you can see, it threads through here, here. We're gonna have some fun in Patreon. I still, there's a part of me that still wants to change the flap because I really don't like it connected. It is super thick when we're birthing it, but there's things we could do to alleviate that. I made what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I made like 7 or 8 modifications, and I'm trying to now limit myself where I'm only making 4 or 5 modifications. This one went already above and beyond. It's not bound like the original designer has. It has a different slip pocket than the original designer has. Okay, yes. Literally, the Tuesday tote modification was a killer seller at AwesomeCon. People freaking flipped out. And you know what was crazy? This is how you know that was a baddie. Um Other bag makers in the community who came up to me and bought a bag from me bought that bag. And they were like, I love Shannon's designs. They're amazing. I hope she was able to see your take on it, and they loved it. So it's a baddie. It looks super clean, very like whatever. I have so many ideas. Like Leslie has this fundamental tote, and I have this idea for this bag where I want to put a flap over it to make it look like a messenger bag. I have this really crazy idea for it, and I just need to get the pieces all together. And I really, really want to get her pattern piece. Not her pattern. She makes templates, and I really love her templates. But I feel that that is another bag that I can just keep modifying and creating wonderful things. Leslie's fundamental tote is exactly that. It has all the basics that you need for a tote, and then it just adds on. And then she has a middle divider, and I have an idea to put a really cool ass flap on it. So that has like a mesh pocket in the inside pocket so that you could put all your cords and stuff like that. I have like this really, really cool idea and how to make it kind of like weighted in the front, where there's like big magnets in the interior of the bag, where it's going like the magnets slap each other and they're invisible and you don't actually see them. So the bag automatically closes as soon as the flap's over it. So I have this really cool idea, and I've been wanting to do it. I want to buy Leslie's templates for it because I need the templates help me out. How templates help me out? One, if the bag I make more than 1 or 2 cells on it, I usually buy the template for it. 2, templates give me the most accurate cuts. And then on top of it, when I want to make modifications, I use the pattern piece papers. I know this sounds weird, but like I'll have the pattern piece paper plus then the template, and then I'm able to do whatever modifications a little bit easier. It's kind of hard to explain. I did show in Patreon yesterday, like kind of like an inside of how I modified. Like this is my first draft. That was my first time ever making the narcissist bag ever. And I showed them everything. And it just based off of what me looking at the bag the way my modification process start is looking at the bag and what bag am I trying to make it look similar to. And I'll look at these two bags for hours and just write little things that I notice that can make the difference. And there will be things today that I'm going to talk to Patreon about what I think I would automatically change that is like what is making me mad, because this bag to me is pretty as it is. I have markings all over this because this is a mock-up. I hate this part. Like, I hate it. So I'm going to show them today how we could take a piece of the faux leather and put it over this and create our own pattern piece so that it's continuously the like want the same color all the way around. And it's because I use my exterior instead of lining pieces on it. I just think that having a hint of the exterior inside the lining elevates the bag so much. I love the fact that we have like the zipper pocket, slip pocket. So we're going to have that. I love, this is the Sew Yours template. I'm not going to lie. Whenever I can use this template, I use it. Whenever it says like a size 7 zipper, inside this is a slip pocket that's like a zipper pocket without a zipper, and it's divided. Although I like that, I just think that if I'm making a Michael Kors bag, inside the Michael Kors bag is very simplistic. It has one slip pocket and one zipper pocket, and that is it. And then it's very nice and taut like this is down here, and has the Michael Kors like lining. So I wanted to keep that. They also, inside the Michael Kors bag, this was inside the bag and not on the exterior, which I tremendously like a whole bunch, because it just leaves all this really blank thing where you can have the look. I know. Oh yeah, you did a good job. There's two I want to do. I want the fundamental tote from, there's three actually. There's fundamental tote from Jolie Lee Creations, which is Leslie. And then from Template Shop, I want the Sweet Juliet from Maggie 55. I love, 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 love making that bag. Anytime someone requests that bag for me, I want to do backflips. Me, I only sell my bags, and yeah, I do ship to Canada. I just have to find the rate that's best for you. And then I want from Arc Expressions, the Can Do bag, the new messenger bag that they just came out with. It looks so amazing. So yeah, we're gonna be having some fun with this today. I didn't put any back feet again because this is my mock-up bag. I know you're like, why do you have Rainbow Hardware? I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find any turn locks that I had in the other colors. So what I think I might do for the other one is I might do a magnet but still show how to do a turn lock, because it's easier than it looks. It looks more difficult than what it actually is. I actually feel like there's more components in putting it in a magnet than it is putting in a turn lock, because with a turn lock it's trace, cut out, and put the screws in, and that's it. With the there's no other fussy cutting. So I'm going to show how they could do either one, but I think it will look really hot with like a chunky magnet, and like I think it'll look really good. Oh my goodness. See, and I told you I feel like the country cow one, that is the thing to like, I would take that to go to an amusement park in a heartbeat, because it's so close to your body. And because it's not bulky, it just kind of just wraps around, and you would have like a pocket for everybody, and all you need is your essentials when you're at an amusement park. And the fact that it is so thin that you can like just wear it when you're going on the rides, like you don't have to take it off and put it underneath your feet or put it in a cubby. It's that thin. I think that is going to be like the bag to have this summer. Good morning. So yeah, I don't know, that's just me. I feel pretty good about that. This over the week when I wasn't sewing or whatever, I did receive this light from Sandra, and they're for industrials only. They're like these LED lights that you put on and they come out and they hang. I seen she had one, and like Tori has one. seems legit, and they go like that. And I'm going to put this on Zamira. If you don't know my okay, so my 5550 in is a smaller Juki. Her name is Zamira. This is what this is going on because she doesn't have a light. The Juki 1541S, the one I'm usually on here, is Dracari's, and the 1341S Juki, the free arm, is Tano, for Ahsoka Tano. So I do have names for all of my machines. It's a thing. Oh wow, that's amazing. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. So yeah, that's it. That's all we have. I have for today. I'm going to be filling up some of my refills for my, and I was going to say inhalers. Lighter fluid in your inhalers, not a good idea. No, but for my lighters, I can't find any of them right now. So that's all I have today is to do Patreon, and then I'm trying to figure if I'm going to cut out a bag and like sew one up or what I'm going to do. So I'm pretty excited though. I feel like this month's Patreon bag is great, but I feel like every month that the Patreon picks out a bag is great. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a sucker for that. They pick out really good bags. And I love the fact that I can just sit there and just like modify to my heart desire. Now, I did try to put these really cool feet on here. Hold on, let's see. I gotta find the bottom of this. So these back feet are the feet that are on the Michael Kors one. Now, they go on like this. So, yeah, Mike, we're not going to do any of that. This is a safe space, so you're just going to get removed on that. So the patterns from Country Cow, if you scroll up into the comments, you'll see. Linda says Country Cow triple thing is from Country Cow Designs. So the issue with these is that the holes are centered. So if you want this bag to be completely centered on here, you would have to punch in the seam allowance, and that's a no bueno for Shinova, because once you post in the seam, it compromises it and it can start unraveling it. So if you try to get it a little towards the left, then it's crooked right away. It only looks good if it's centered. So I need to find another way to put these on, and I just need more time to play with them. Yeah, it's corrected. Let's see. So yeah, I just dropped the backing of it. That is hilarious. Okay, so I'll find it. I dropped one of the rivets, well, the Chicago screws on this one yesterday, and I cannot find it. It's driving me batty. So that's all I have today. I'm gonna go upstairs, try to make me a fresh pressed coffee, drink some water, eat some fruit, and get ready for 12 o'clock. So I will talk to you guys all later. I hope everyone has a awesome day, and if you're able to like accomplish something today, awesome. If you're not, it's cool too. You have tomorrow. I'll talk to y'all later, okay? Bye.